Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute. I hope you all had a great holiday season. I know I did. I'm feeling rested. I'm back to work in person. Today I wanted to talk about Spooky Town 2026 and the lineup that they have going for this year. I'm really excited about it. There's not too many pieces that I necessarily want or feel like I need to have in my village, but there's a few things that I think if they're available, like locally, I can pick them up, I'll get them. If not, I'm not going to be heartbroken about it. There's some things with the buildings that I have opinions about, and I just wanted to share all of that with you today. So if you're interested in Spooky Town villaging like I am, if you don't know me, this channel used to be a plant channel, and now it is it's kind of morphed into a hobby channel. And this past year I created a pretty big, awesome, if I do say so myself, Spooky Town village. I've been collecting since I was a kid, and I have just really leaned into the hobby. And yeah, I'll be changing my village layout completely this spring, so look out for those videos. They'll be coming, but it's a slow process, and I can't wait to get it started. Without further ado, let's talk about what Spooky Town's got going on this year, because there's been a lot of changes. All right, so we're on my computer here. I'm on the Lemax website, and here's the 2026 Spooky Town collection. So this does not include anything that will be at Michael's for the year, and since there's not a carnival piece this year, there will definitely be one at Michael's. I think they come out with a carnival piece every year. I personally am not into the carnival aesthetic, so I'm not putting that in my village, but I know the buildings or the rides that they come out with every year are really cool, and they're unique, and I'm happy for people that get a new carnival ride every year. I think it's awesome. All right, so for this year, we're under the new for this year tab. Maybe should we take it like row by row, or what should we do here? There's 3 pages. I think we'll just kind of go through each page and talk about what I'm thinking. Overall, this year, I noticed that they're kind of going with a more subdued color palette, and the lighting isn't as crazy as it has been in the past. I know that everyone kind of talks about the dark ages of Lemax being the 2010s era, and call me crazy, but I like a lot of those buildings, and I think they're really cool for how wild and out there they were. It's almost like they went so extreme, they just like stopped thinking about aesthetics and like what even like looked good together. I think it's almost comical what they were doing. Like it was so crazy and extreme. Like the school, the frat house, the laundry building come to mind. It's just like, what were you doing? I don't know. But all right, so let's dive in here. We have Agatha's garden, and I'm pretty sure this will go with the greenhouse here next door. This greenhouse is one of the pieces that I am interested in. Like if they have it locally near me, or if it's on sale or something, I'll probably end up getting it. I think it's cute. There's maybe a couple things that bother me about it. I don't like this plastic base that has like, looks like it's just painted on. I don't like that necessarily. I wish it was a thinner base, or maybe if it looked a little bit more realistic. I don't know. It just looks so plasticky that I'm not fond of it. And then this lamppost, I don't understand why it's not lit up, because it's a model from, I believe, the Christmas collection or the regular collection, where you can see here where there's like a little hole. That's where the cord usually comes out to attach to the other lamppost. So I think this is something that they offer. I don't know why it's not lit up. But the inside of the greenhouse looks great. I love the lighting on the top of it, and I love the little like metal spokes on the top of it and the purple lighting inside. I think they did a good job. I just think it could have been Halloweenified a little bit, maybe even some, I don't know, some spooky lighting outside of the greenhouse lining the roof line or something. I think that would have been really great. That's the first piece. I really like how they've written these little captions or descriptions for each piece. I think they really kind of sell me on it. On a couple of them, they really have sold me. I do wish that we got videos of every piece, whether if it's a large piece or not. I wish I had a video of this, because I would like to see it like spun around. I think that's great. Bridge is awesome. If I ever think about adding water to my village, this is a piece I would definitely think about. I love that it's broken and it's not even, you can't even walk across it. I think that's great. Carnival Companions, this is another great one. I'm not sure if this was a Michael's exclusive last year or not. I can't remember, but it's cute. I do think the balloon has a little bit to be desired, but other than that, I think it's great. The cotton candy's cute. I think they did a good job. Okay, Now we're getting into the kind of stuff that I like because this is awesome. I just love the gothic look of it, and I love that it has a purple light. I'm a sucker for the purple lighting in Lemax buildings and accessories. I think it's awesome. Like, what else is there to say? You know what I mean? The lantern maybe could be weathered a little bit to match the statue, but other than that, it's perfect. I can always paint the lantern. Like, if it was black, I think that'd be cool. So maybe I'll do that when I get it, but I will be picking this up for sure. All right, next, the creepy caboose. This reminds me a lot of the Department 56. I think they have a train like line of figurines that you can buy, and it doesn't move, it's not animated or anything, and this really does remind me of that. Even like down to the color palette and like how the grass is modeled and everything. The detailing is fantastic. I love when they have like skeletons just like laying about being lazy. I think it's so cute. Even and the paint job seems to be a little glossy. There's a little bit of reflection on the top of the caboose here, which is interesting. So I think it's great. I love that. And I love that it's like, it's simple. It doesn't light up. It's not, you know, anything. So I think that's a good one. The creepy cat, cute. Can't go wrong, right? With a zombie kid and a skeleton cat coming after a rat, I think. Creepy delivery. I honestly really like this. I have some of the mailboxes, like the return mailbox from the Nightmare video store from last year. I think this is a cute addition. I know it's going to Dr. Deadmore's castle, but you can put it anywhere, you know. Like maybe the mail person got scared and threw it out of the truck and it's by the side of the road. I love that. I'll probably get that too if it's on sale and available. Okay, I don't have any of the facades. If you have facades, let me know if you like them. I would love to hear about it. I think this one's really cool. This is literally one of the first ones that really got my attention because I love the Gothic architecture. I love the skeletons. I love bats. I love the purple lighting. Like, this is just screaming my name, you know? I don't know what's going on here. If there's like a little short child or something putting a little coffin up the stairs as a new arrival, it's really creepy. We have a video of this one, which I think is awesome. So it just looks great. I love it. All right, and then else on this line, we have the Decorating Spooky Tree, which I don't personally really care for the witch theme that much, but this is so cute. It reminds me of something they'd have like early Spooky Town. This reminds me of that quite a bit, actually, and this brings me a lot of joy. The only thing I don't really care for is the pumpkin lights written on there like that. I don't know. It's fine. It's really cute, though, everything besides the signage, but it's adorable. And then next we have Dr. Dreadmore's castle. I know a lot of people are so excited about the castle theme. I love how they did this like blinking eye thing. I can't wait to see how that is, like how that's done. I don't know if it's like a thing coming down over it or what, but or the lights going out maybe. I'm not sure, but it's really cool. I think this is like pretty next level for Lemax for a big piece like this. I love how the piece, like the doctor like flips around. He's doing like teleportation. It's very cool. There's just one thing about these like newer buildings. Like, I love how this is carved. I love that there's individual stones and everything. Only issue that I have is that these windows in these newer resin buildings, they look like little plastic things that are just set in there. And they don't even go to the edge. Like, it bothers me that there's a border around the window. Like, you can see it right here. This really bothers me. I wish it was flush. I wish it looked like a real window. That always kind of just looks a little bit toyish to me, and I don't care for that. But the rest of it is amazing. These like what are those called? Ray tubes or whatever. I forget what they're called. It's just great. I love the pumpkin guy. I love the, you know, Frankenstein's monster coming out of there. I think it's really, really well done. And it kind of feels like old Lemax done in like the, you know, the newer resin style, which is super cool. Creepy creatures. It's just a person that probably works at the castle. I think that's great as an accessory. These evil signs I will be getting. I really love these. I think they are so fun. And who doesn't love an A-frame sign? Halloween shop, so cool. I have the really old costume shop, so I'll probably put that outside of there. Tarot cards. I have a tarot card store, so that will be nice. And these other ones, you know, they could just go wherever. I think it's awesome. Something cute to just put around. I could really kind of distress these really nicely. So I really like those. I'll even give them a love for that. Flying Spectre, super cute. I think this must glow in the dark. You know, it's not electrical, it doesn't light up or anything, but super cool. Okay, I'm just gonna click on the dentistry set here, the gift set. I think this is amazing. This set is amazing, and I think it's very well thought out. I just love everything that they did with this. I really enjoy that this building is not like super over the top. I think it was Spooky Village's Doug on there. He talked about how if this was, you know, a Lemax piece from the 2010s, that like there'd be a big spinning tooth on the top or like something crazy. And this, the color palette is so refined, and I think it just looks great. Like it's the right amount of camp with like the dentist tools and the big teeth, but it's not done in an overly crazy color palette. It doesn't have any crazy flashing lights or anything. Like, I think it's great. They did a wonderful job with this one. And the gift set really just pushes it over the top. Like, pumpkins with teeth for a dentistry set is amazing. Like, it all just works really well together. I love the pumpkin theme, the light up tree. Fantastic job. Full moon bar, I don't really have much to say. I think that goes with the bar, I forget what it's called. The one that looks like it has like Smokey the Bear on it. Looks like it goes with that. This goes with the arcade from Michael's from last year. It's fine. I wish that all of the arcade games were different in that building. That I have a lot of issues with that building. I think it could have been a lot cooler than it was. But the zombie person looks really well molded. I think this gargoyle comfort station is hilarious. I don't know what this even is for. Like, it's it's clearly like a bathroom cleanup thing, like for your dog, but for gargoyles, and it's eating a donut. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's something kind of silly that I would put in my village, so maybe I'll do that, and then maybe put like a nice up light on it so you can see the gargoyle lit up. I don't know. I think it's funny. I like that one a lot. Gates to the Underworld was at Michael's last year. I personally don't really care for it, but it's kind of giving theme park vibes. So if you do the carnival theme, that might be cute. I have no opinion on this. I don't know why they like to put like wigs on the skeletons. I always find it kind of weird just to say that it's a woman. That's just a personal thing that I think is weird. But moving along, I'm obsessed with this Halloween at the Wilsons. This feels like original spooky town. Like, it's not a monster town. It's literally just humans that live here in a beautiful, like, I think this is Queen Anne style home, Victorian home. It says the Wilsons outside. It says apple cider courtesy of the Wilsons. I think the mums are a great touch. We don't really see flowers in Spooky Town that much, so this is a really nice touch. Gorgeous. I love the candles out front. The only things that I don't care for are this ghost in particular. Don't really care for that. And then the depth of the house. It looks really thin and flat on the back. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's finished. Like maybe if it was bumped out at the back and there was like a balcony or something. Could have gone a little bit further. It almost looks like a facade, but I love it. I love that it's a house decorated for Halloween. It's nothing too over the top. I think it's fantastic. And then same with this gift set. Great. Like, they just took everything and they one-upped it, you know? Looks like you get some really awesome pieces. They don't, like, tell you what you all get in it, but I think you get everything here. One lit up tree is great. Like, these pumpkin yard decor pieces are great. The blow molds, like, it's just perfect. Like, these people love Halloween. I think it's really cute. Haunted clock. Quarantine goes for the clock shop. I think this is so funny. Like, just a haunted clock sitting outside and people being like, beware. I don't know. It's stupid. Halloween countdown. Cute. Sure. We have a couple other ones. I think the other ones are more successful than that one, but there's a kind of a lot of werewolf pieces this year, so that makes sense. Imelda's herbs. Again, I think this one is super cute. I think this is one of the pieces that would have stood out for me if it was lit with the LED lights instead of just the bulb in the back, but I know that some people just like the porcelain bulb lit buildings and this is for them. But me personally, I think it would have been really cute if like this was lit up behind it, or like the gravestones that with the herbs were lit up or something, but it's very cute. Very, very, very cute. I really like it. I love the gold paint as well. The boozy pumpkins, I don't care for that really. Ferris wheel was from Michael's last year. Same with the lighted coffin. I think this crypt graveyard set is amazing. Like, if I didn't have such a big village that I've made from scratch, I would definitely get this. Like, this would just be so cool, like, on a table in anyone's house just for Halloween. Like, imagine being a kid and having this in your house. I think this is so fun. The lighting is great. I think this is one of the things that was missing from the cemetery thing that they did a couple years ago. The gates lit up, like the purple lighting is just fantastic. The molds of these look really great. Like it's very detailed and clean. I feel like they've really kind of stepped it up this year. The paint job looks great. I love the color of the, like how this might have been copper and then it was, you know, over time it patinaed. Love. Monster Arcade, if you guys want to hear me rant, I guess I could rant about this. I think this piece was a total miss last year. It's cool. It could have been incredible and over the top. I think they could have pushed even further into the Stranger Things of it all and the 80s of it all. I'm not a fan of buildings that look like something else. I like the music store that looks like a jukebox. I think that's cute, but that's about as far as I'll go. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I think to me it would have been cooler if it was like an Art Deco building that was an arcade that was, you know, had really cool architecture and like kind of geometric lines that was an arcade that maybe had some neon in the windows or, you know, you could see all the machines inside. This is weird to me. It seems like a building that was busted open and they kind of took over. I don't necessarily care for it. I think it could have had much better lighting and maybe some black lighting. It could have been really, really gorgeous. But I'm happy that Michael's, it's not exclusive at Michael's anymore and people can get it along with the set. Moving along onto page 2. Monsters on Main Street is the facade from last year at Michael's. I saw that one in person. I think it's incredible. I love that one. This Moon Gateway, very cool. Again, very detailed as well. They're really kind of stepping it up this year, I feel. This Morticia Max Death Day Services, I think it's great. Kind of a kooky, weird-looking building. Like, it doesn't necessarily make sense. It looks like a gravestone, which I think is kind of cool. I love that it has the pulsating flame lighting and everything. Kind of a cool one. Neat kind of 3D signage out front that we don't see that much in some different kind of colors. It feels like a good mix of, like, old Lemax and new Lemax, you know? And I really appreciate that about this piece, and it's not over the top. The blow molds from the Wilsons are there. You can get those separately. Treehouse is from last year. I think this set is incredible with the 2 lit up stumps and then you get the additional trees. Previous patient, that must go with the dentist place. This pumpkin arch. I want to have a pumpkin patch in my village when I redo it this time or something similar. And I think this is just really awesome. Like, I love this so much that I will definitely be getting that. Here it is, the pumpkin chop. I think this is incredible. This looks like Department 56. It's so clean and well done. They are really getting good with the lettering and the signage. And the grass on the bottom here looks amazing too, which I love. Pumpkin Skull House, I don't really care for it. Don't really care for these chairs either. It's fine, you know, whatever. Seance vendor, cute. Silver Slug Saloon, that's the one I was telling you that looks like Smokey the Bear. I was watching the live stream of Spooky Villages with Doug on his live stream, and they said it looks like Smokey the Bear, and I can't get it out of my mind. I don't care for the oversized props and everything. It's just kind of, whatever. Skull Castle, incredible. Imagine that like near like a beach or like if you had like the pirate ships. So cool. Skull Tree House, that would look really cute behind the Wilsons. I think it almost kind of matches. Okay, this Spellomatic. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think this is so fun. Like if you can't get a spell, you can get a spell really quickly. I think it's so fun. She clearly was out for groceries as well, which I love, and then, you know, decided to stop by the Spellomatic. So maybe I'll put that next to my video store from last year, like on the side or something. It could be really fun. And it's like a vintage looking machine, you know, from like the 50s or something, like an old cigarette machine. It's whoever did that one did a really good job. I don't really care for these witch pieces, so I'm not going to talk about them. Spooky yard signs, those are cute. Stone Pathway, again, very cute. I love that. If people don't want to make their own, they can buy that. I think that's great. Trash cans, those clearly might be for the carnival theme. Same with this Count's Candy. Oh no, that goes with the Candy Corn Factory from last year, which to me is a hot mess. So I will not be talking about that. The Cursed Cabin. I think this is amazing. This reminds me of Old Lemax, right? Like, they really put a lot of thought into this piece, and I love it. It looks like a mad house. Like, it's a face, and it's angry, and it's caving in on itself, and then it has, like, these creepy tree hands. I love it. I love the kind of underground aspect to it. I think it's really fun. Um, I don't know. I think it's great. I would pick this one up if it's on sale. I don't think it's necessarily one that I would get like right away, but it's cute. It's great. It's really kind of spooky, and it's a theme that like they don't really have a lot. So love that. Time traveler. This must go with the time where clock works. This is a time where I would like to talk about how happy I am that Lemax has made soundtracks that don't have a voice in them being like, welcome to time warp clockworks, enter if you dare. Like, none of that. It's just creepy clocks music, you know. It's just really well thought out. The animation on this one's incredible. I love that behind the doors it looks like there's a film, so you can't see what's behind the doors. Like, you can't see the inner workings of the building, which I love. In the older buildings, you can just look inside and look at like the speaker or whatever. So I think this is really cool. I love that the clock is like flickering and like lit up that the Grim Reaper's holding. It has a window scene. Like, what more could you ask for, you know? Really cool piece overall. I don't think I'll be getting this one. It's not really my taste, but it's great. More accessories from the toothache. Okay. Trick or treat night. This is super cute. I love the little dog that's matching. I think that's super fun. Undead Manor. I love this one. I feel like it's not finished. I don't know how else to explain that. Like, I love the soundtrack. I love the purple lighting. I love the, you know, dilapidated house that's falling apart. Oh, it doesn't have a soundtrack. I wish it did. But this is one of those ones where I'm like, I think it needed more of a focus, you know? I think it needed something else other than just maybe the zombie condemn thing. I wish there was like here, I wish there was like a lamp here instead of one sticking out shining on undead. I don't know. It could have been made a lot more creepy than I think it is. But I think the architecture of it's interesting, and I love that it has gold paint, and I kind of love the like oozing green slime of it all. Like, it's very Goosebumps, which makes me happy as a 90s kid. So that one's great. I have the Spooky Town sign. I got that last year at Michael's. And I think, what else do we have on this page? Okay, all these ones on this last row I'm not really going to talk about because I don't really care. And to be honest, I don't really care about these either. The witch's hat, skull hut, or whatever is cute. Cute. All these other ones go with other pieces. And then the flying school, I saw that one in person. It looks really plasticky. But other than that, I think this was a really, really, really solid year for Lemax, and I'm surprised that the greenhouse is not a Michael's exclusive. I think it will be really fun to see what they have this year, because a lot of the things that I think they would normally have at Michael's are not Michael's exclusives. So maybe they won't have Michael's exclusives. I'm not sure. You know, they did just buy out Joann's. Maybe they can't have a contract with Lemax anymore. I don't know. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to a lot of things. Just to wrap it up, I would get the greenhouse if it's on sale. I will be getting the Cemetery Sentinel. I will be getting the Creepy Delivery. The Crypt City is really cool. I will get that one if it's on sale. The Evil Signs are amazing. I love the Gargoyle Comfort Station because it's so weird and left field. I think that's pretty much the only things I'm going to be picking up this year. Oh, and the Pumpkin Arch, because that's so fun. Like, bring back the Halloween of it all, you know? It feels like we're going back to the heart and the core of this, which is like spooky, scary, heartfelt Halloween vibes. Like, it just feels good. Like, we're not doing anything super crazy like this Candy Corn Factory. So yeah, I feel like we're going in a really good direction, and this year feels super solid, and I just love this hobby so much. So please follow me on my journey of recreating my village from last year, reworking it, remolding it. It's going to be a really good time, and I have a lot of pieces to add into it, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Happy 2026. Bye.